It's just a horrible time to be in a nursing home too, because if that virus is in there, how can you stop it?
The Calderbank family is one of more than a dozen who lost a loved one to COVID-19 at Bethlehem Woods. We begin tonight with part 3 of our investigative reports into transparency at long-term care facilities. Brian shares his update with us now.
Well, Bethlehem Woods is just one of many nursing homes hit with COVID-19. But the only reason we know that is because we dug deeper. You see, transparency inside these homes has been a big problem, particularly here in Indiana. We've already shared with you some stories from angry family members who feel that they've been left in the dark. But now we're understanding how many Bethlehem Woods residents have died from the virus, and getting that information wasn't easy.
It's a wet, blustery day outside St. Aloysius Church in Yoder.
Oh my goodness.
And today is Rosie Calderbank's birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh yes, can you believe it? It's a
Great way to celebrate.
crazy time.
It's a crummy day for one, though. But she's got bigger things to worry about.
My thoughts and prayers are with all of you guys.
She's at a funeral, a drive-through funeral for her husband, Chuck.
Oh, it's so awesome. I really need that right now because it's been a rough road.
The thing about COVID-19 is that it takes and it keeps taking. It took Chuck from his family. It took away the right of a traditional funeral, and it's taking away hugs from a widow who could really use them.
If the table wouldn't have been there, I would have been in trouble hugging. Everybody laughed. They said, oh, Rosie's got a barricade because she can't give us hugs.
Before he died, Chuck was a resident here at Bethlehem Woods Nursing and Rehabilitation. We had heard that COVID-19 was killing patients here, burning through the corridors like a fire, just as it's done at other nursing homes. But managers wouldn't admit that. Neither would Allen County's health department.
We do leave it up to those facilities. Some have, and some have chosen not to, and that's up to them.
And neither would the state's top doctor, Health Commissioner Chris Box.
That would be information you would need to get through the facility.
They all stayed silent as families told us about patients like Chuck who were infected and dying. Bethlehem Woods isn't alone in this, though. The virus is infiltrating nursing homes coast to coast. States like Ohio and Michigan will tell you which nursing homes have COVID-19 cases. But Indiana doesn't, unless a local health department makes the information public. So far, Allen County has refused. Secrecy makes it difficult to understand just how widespread the problem is in our nursing homes. So, we dug deeper and through a source uncovered this document. It's a list of all the residents who've died at Bethlehem Woods. Yes, Chuck's name is right here. And so are the names of 9 others. We're blurring them out of respect for their families. We were also given an internal memo that orders staff to keep quiet. It seems managers don't want the staff to tell us what's going on inside. Instead, it tells them to direct us to Joellen Morris, Executive Director of Bethlehem Woods. So, we gave her a call. Hi, yes, my name is Brian. I'm calling from ABC 21 News. I'm hoping to reach Joellen Morris. She didn't pick up the phone, but someone else did, and they promised us they'd pass along a message. A short while later, I received a text message asking about my email address and where they could send a statement. I'm still waiting on that statement. So, we dug deeper again and learned that while American Senior Communities operates this property, it's actually owned by someone else, the Health and Hospital Corporation of Marion County. HHC also runs the Marion County Public Health Department, Eskenazi Health System, Indianapolis EMS, and other nursing homes around the state. Long story short, Bethlehem Woods is owned by HHC. That should mean it's open to public records requests. So, that's what we did. We asked HHC for the number of residents who died and any documents that could shed light on the conditions inside Bethlehem Woods. At first, HHC was receptive to our request, and then nothing. 2 weeks later, still nothing. It seems they don't want to talk either. Notice a pattern? So now all we're left with is a list of these names, these death certificates, and some important questions. And that brings us back to Chuck's drive-through funeral. Family says they were happy with the medical care that Chuck had.
They cried when my dad died. Like when my mother called them, they actually called Mom and asked how my dad was doing.
But they said that families with loved ones still inside nursing homes need to be persistent if they want to know what's going on inside. Take it from Chuck's daughter.
Call and call and call. Just keep calling. Call until you can get somebody on the phone.
While using that list of names and combing through death certificates, we were able to confirm at least 13 residents who have died from COVID-19 there since April 9th. We tried to ask management about it, but we have yet to receive that statement. But since our reporting began, managers have begun updating the families of their residents. That includes information on how many residents have COVID-19 and how many staff members are in isolation with the virus. That communication is part of a new requirement from state officials, but it only applies to the families, not to the general public. It's worth noting that in all of the states that border Indiana, that information is made available to the public. So why the silence here in Indiana? We'll keep digging.